Hi, welcome. I'm trying to learn guitar. Today, the second string, and after we've done it, we're gonna do tiptoe yoga. And if you participate in the tiptoe yoga, then it's better on this. Notes on the second string. So not the first, second, and third fret. And the second string is the B string, so empty. The white here, B means it's empty. Would be a B. And pressing by the first fret would be a C, and by the third fret would be a D. And now we could play a B, a C, and a D. To play the note B, pick the open second string. Play the C note with the first finger of your left hand just behind the first fret of the second string, and play the D note with the third finger of your left hand just behind the third fret of the second string. Third finger, so we should take the first finger and then the third finger. Okay, let's get the guitar. First we say that is the second string, so that's a B. And now pressing the first one here is a C. So B, C. And if you want to play the D, the third finger, so the ring finger. So we're having the C and B and D, C and D, D, C, D. All together, let's have here. Notes written above the middle line of a staff. I don't know what the staff is. Notes somewhere written. Have their stems going down. I mean the notes in the notation. Notes written below the line of the staff usually have their stems going up. The stem for the B note can go up or down. They just want to tell us what B, C, and D is. Okay, but no, we have it. It was just B, C, and D. Now, how do we remember it? B, C, and D. And in the last part we had G. It was the third one, I think. G, and then A must be here, because there's G7 in the middle. Yes, it's the same thing. G and then A. Because with that we're having G, A, B, C, and D. G, A. They said with the first finger, I think. They played with the second finger, the A. To play the note A, place the second finger of your left hand just behind the second fret of the third string. So G, A, B, C, and D. How do we remember it? And then we had in the middle part, we skip it because I'm not so much for the music, for the notes written here, I'm here for the guitar. So the quarter note, these are the filled ones, and then the half note is the next chapter. They have the empty. So these are quarters, and then there's the half note. So we play it. It would be on the G. G quarter, 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 half, quarter, quarter. So the half note gets 2. So it's for the quarter, it's always 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half, 1 and 2. It gets 2. But we have to have a notation, so let's look here. The half note, this is a half note. It lasts for 2 beats, so the empty one. There are 2 half notes in one bar of 4/4 time. And the half note strum, this is a half note strum, so what do we need? This is a half note strum. It lasts for 2 beats. There are 2 half note strums in one bar of 4/4. What does it now mean? Where is this question? This quarter means we should make the quarter once. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 of them in these 4/4 time. But at the top above them there is that V that says these are 2. Should we now make 1 or 2? In the count, the larger bold number indicates when a note or strum is played. The large, I don't know what bold means. Does bold mean this empty? It seems to be some type of writing form. In the count, the larger bold number indicates when a note or strum is played. The smaller number indicates to hold that note or strum until the next bold number. I don't know what a bold number is. The following examples use all of the notes and chords you have learned so far. The chord symbols and strums have been written above the staff. The melody line notes have been written on the staff. To hear what both parts sound like together, listen to the CD. You can practice playing along with either the chords or the notes. So the notes are G, 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 and then B, B. So it's G, G, B, B, and then D, D, and then C. And then it's C, C, and then B, and then G, G. So it's the 2 times G. The G sounds different as F1. So yeah, but that's no longer. Now I don't really understand what I mean now with this V. Do we mean we can make G major? So I don't know. But we haven't had the album, it doesn't make sense. And then it would be B, whatever. We don't have it yet. So we understood what they wanted to tell us. On the second string there is B, and then C, and then D. So here's the second string, open, it's B. Press the first fret there, it's C, C, and then the third finger on the third fret, a D. Okay, that was the guitar part. If you were here for guitar, you can go directly to the next part of guitar, then we will continue with guitar. If you stay here and participate in the tiptoe yoga and FZHVDEAM. The feet are standing together, in the arms up onto tiptoe, out and down. Come always to the big toes with the weight. In and up, out and down. In and up, out open to the side. In and up, and out to the other side. In and up, out to one side, make an inch of space between the feet. In and up, and out and down. In and up, out to the other side. In and up, out and down, in and up, out and down, and again in and up onto the toes, and out, sink down, go to the knees. You can take the heels down, breathe in, and out, make a hill with the back, in middle, out the belly, in middle, out the belly, in middle, no belly, in middle, and out cover the round back up at the top of backwards, shoulder, heels down. In the arms up onto the tiptoe, and out and sink down. This can go to the knees. In and out. And out, sink again down. In and out. Out, arms down, heels down. And the legs apart. One foot points in front, the other one to the side, heels on a line, in the arms up. Out, bend the front leg, come up onto tiptoe, front leg. In, straight, reach in front. Out, lean back. In, straighten the front leg. Out and back, down. Hands down, heels down. To the other side. In. Out, bend the front leg, onto tiptoe. In, reach in front. Out and back. In, straighten the front leg. Out and down, heel down. And back. The legs apart. In the arms up, onto the toe, out and down. In and push something imaginary heavy upwards. Out and down. In and up. Out and down. In and up. Out and down. And one more time, in and up. Out, hands down, heels down. Have feet standing together. In the arms up onto the tiptoe. And out and down. Breathe in, and out, bend the right leg. Again in, out, stretch only the right one. In middle and down. The feet wide apart, but keep on hanging down. Release again in. And out, go over to one leg. Release again in. And out over to the other leg. Release again in. Out into the middle. And close the feet. Release again in. And out. Again in. And out comes slowly with the round back, upward, the top and backwards. Shoulder, shoulder. And in the arms up. Hands to touch and down to heart center. It was Tika Yoga. I thank you very much and until the next time.